you going so fast.
Wow. Okay, they're running. I'm the newest addition to Ventura Toyota's sales force. I actually started on December, I think, the 15th or the 14th. So going on 2 weeks. Yay! We're gonna go meet with Paw Works, and Paw Works is a nonprofit organization, and we're spreading awareness about why it's so important not to purchase pets from pet stores. I'm new to Ventura. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, so I'm not really familiar with the community, but I've enjoyed every moment being out here. Everybody I've met is so nice. I mean, it's not even just like 1 or 2 people, but literally the entire city. Everywhere you go, it's a different atmosphere from being in LA, where everyone's rushing around and bustling. I mean, this is really, the feel is like, okay, you're my neighbor, I want to meet you, I'm going to spend time to actually get to know you a little bit, and I love being a part of that. Hi, are you Brittany? Hi, so nice to meet you. I'm Marcy.
Marcy, nice to meet you. This is Ventura Toyota, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Well, I have a couple kids today, and today we have, this is Blake, and this is Ginger, and they are going to be hanging out with us for a little while today, and hopefully we can tell you their story and find them a home.
I'd love that.
All right, are you guys ready to go? Oh, Blake is so ready to go. All right, come on, guys, let's go. Come on, yay. Yay. This is Marcy. Say hi. Do you want to walk Ginger?
Yes, ma'am.
Very excitable, so we're going to, yeah, perfect.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Up you go. Come on. Aw, it's okay.
Are you guys ready to play?
Wow. Okay, they're running. They're running.
You got to roll these. You got to roll these. Yeah. So Blake and Ginger came to Paw Works about 3 or 4 weeks ago from Central Valley.
Oh, wow. Not long at all.
Not long at all, no. We pull a lot from Central California.
Mhm.
Their euthanization percentages are extremely high. Especially
Oh,
lately.
man. Yeah, that's not good.
So we've been pulling from them on generally about every 2 weeks,
Mhm.
and we usually do about 20 dogs a turn, hoping that we can get their euthanization count down and adoptions up, so that they will be closer to becoming non-kill in their counties as well as ours.
Yeah.
So,
Do you know what the rules are in Los Angeles County?
What do you mean?
Like, are they non-kill
No,
or?
they are still high kill. Yeah. So, and the common misconception though with a non-kill county is that there's no euthanization at all. That's false. So we still encourage people to go, if they do live in a non-kill area, we encourage them to go and adopt from their county shelters and pounds as well. A lot of people will not typically go to adopt from those counties because they say, oh, they're safe, they're non-kill. But what's happening is that these animals are ending up just sitting in the shelter system.
And that's not a way to live.
No, and it can cause them to have a psychotic break. They get when they get kennel, like the kennel craziness in them. So
Because I mean, they're sitting in these little tiny spaces. They don't get to run around.
No, yeah, I mean, and volunteers do come. Like VCIS is a fantastic county shelter where they have volunteers daily. They're in large kenneling and runs, and they're taken out during the day. However, they are still not in a home, and that's where we would like to see them. So
somebody need to know if they are interested in adopting? Are there like stipulations or like, I don't know, requirements or guidelines that they should know about?
Yeah, so we try to make our process as easy and fluid as possible because we understand that a lot of different organizations make it a fairly difficult process. So our process is typically, we do require a meet and greet with the animal, so our adoption counselors can deem it a good fit or not, because we will be very honest, and the one thing we don't want is to put an animal into a stressful change only to have them come back. So we do a meet and greet. If you rent, we would need a copy of the lease agreement stating pets are allowed, or a letter from the landlord, which we would then contact to make sure that if he gave approval, it is legit. There is a very extensive adoption contract that is based on things that we've learned from in the past. So we have very careful wording to ensure that Paw Works animals are going to be cared for life.
Do you know how many lives that you have saved
Over
since?
3,000 in 3 years.
Wow.
We're working on the exact figures as we're going into the new year, but I do know it is well over 3,000 animals. Our 2017 alone was, I believe it was a 47% increase of animals rescued than it was in 2016.
And typically, how long does an animal stay with you guys before they're adopted?
Our hopes is no more than 2 weeks while they're out for adoption on the floor.
So these guys need a new home, huh?
Yes, they do.
So for someone like me, like I really realistically should not adopt an animal. How can I help?
So there's tons of ways to get involved without adopting. One of them is volunteering. We always encourage people to volunteer at either the adoption centers or at events, and once our facility's up and running, we would love to have volunteers there as well to interact with the animals and socialize them further. A couple other ways would definitely be donating. We can always use donations, whether it's financial donations or items, blankets, towels,
Oh, nice.
dog
Okay.
treats. Yeah, because all of the dogs, all the gear, everything we use is strictly donation. We also always need fosters, especially for medical cases, seniors, mamas and babies, things like that. So if you are somebody who can open your household but can't really adopt, you can always foster. I do our socials, so I'm very active in thanking the community and letting everybody know what an amazing village we have, because without them we would never be where we are. We wouldn't have a ton of staff, and we wouldn't have 2 facilities and a rescue facility coming up. It just wouldn't have happened.
Well, that's awesome.
Hi. Yeah. All right, I think we're ready to go. They are like ready to go back to the car. All right, guys, ready? Marcy and Ventura Toyota for spending the day with Ginger and Blake. They had the best time going all over Ventura to the parks and having treats and just having a day out on the town. We truly appreciate you guys so much.
And thank you, Brittany, for allowing us to do this. I had so much fun. And look, I think we're in love.
Blake, are you going home? Are you going to go home with Marcy? He's like, yes.
He's like, is there food involved?
I think I'll go if there's food for sure. Well,
I have to come back and visit again.
Absolutely. I look forward to it, and hopefully by then these guys will be adopted, and we'll have a couple new kids that we can take out to the park and have fun with.
Absolutely.